When leaving the military, it can be hard to transition from military life to civilian life, and that's when the Military and Veterans Affairs Committee can help. Joining me is Catherine Lowry-Gallowitz and Laura Rumman about the new program that's going on to help military men and women transition into the civilian business world that we have here. And this is a very important program because you're a veteran and you're a family of a military service person right now. And this program is so important because, again, I was saying before, they've been in there 4, 10, 12 years. They know one regiment, they know one language. And so when they step away from that life, it's all a new world for them. But what's very important too, it's also a new world for our business community too. So let's talk about this program that you've started here to help.
Okay.
Well, Kathy's the brains of the operation, so we'll let her go first.
Great shout out to the leadership of the Glendale Chamber of Commerce for having interest and supporting this initiative. It's called the Military Transition Support Program for service members, veterans, and military spouses, and it has 3 goals: to provide informal career exploration, to build relationships, mentorship, friendship, which is really important because people who are transitioning from the military have very small to non-existent civilian professional networks. And the third part is to start transitioning from a military culture to a civilian culture and looking at those language differences, building bridges, and helping that military person feel more comfortable in the civilian world and help cultivate civilian veteran champions in the business community who understand some of the strengths, challenges, and frustrations transitioning into the civilian workforce.
Yeah, and then with you being a business owner, you're really coming in because, again, you have a family member who is serving, but you wanted to know the language to help them move into the business world, because it could be very challenging, and I think that's where we start to see some of our military men and women get discouraged, get frustrated, but we also see our business owners getting frustrated and discouraged with them when there really is just a disconnect. So this is very important, isn't it?
Right, so understanding the military culture, right, and because we were just speaking about that in the break room, it's really that disconnect that, yes, we all speak the same language, right? We all speak English, but we're really not communicating because, like you mentioned, military personnel, they're very regimented, so they're now coming into a completely different world. So how do we set up everyone for success? And so having the understanding of, how military culture operates, and then vice versa, how do we now introduce that service member into the civilian world and help them, deal with some of the nuances that they've never dealt with before.
Yeah, and so this is a great program that is going out there, but it's not just for the men and women who served, it's also for family members because they're part of this whole regiment too. And so how do people get involved?
And so if you're currently serving, we welcome you. If you've already transitioned to a civilian job and you want a different civilian job, we hope you will participate, or if you're a military spouse. And so the way it works is you attend a business after hours. They're on Thursday evenings, typically once a month. Sign up ahead of time and come and bring 3 ideas you have about careers you might want to be involved in, and then we will introduce you to the members there that evening and ask, okay, are there any travel agents or mechanics or somebody who has an engineering firm? And then we match you up at the business after hours, and then it's up to the pair to figure out how to make that work, an informal job shadow and informal discussions.
I love it. There it is. So we have information on, of course, aztv.com on how you can find out more information. So that's what you need to do. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Brad.
All right.